Hello, and welcome to the ToborTech YouTube channel. In this video, we will be talking about Booleans and Boolean expressions in Java programming, as well as some logical and comparison operators that we can use in Java. So without further ado, let's get into it. The Boolean data type is the last data type that we will cover in this chapter, and if you remember from the earlier video about data types in this course, we talked about how a Boolean data has two possible values, either being true or being false. And you may realize that this is very useful when we want to store data that represents a state or condition. So whether something is on or off, or maybe whether someone responded yes or no. Booleans are the most useful when used inside of Boolean expressions, which are also known as conditional testings. Boolean expressions are used to test if a condition is true or false, basically asking a question, is this true or is this false? And with numerical data, comparison operators are often used. We have the double equal sign, which is the equal operator, and this is going to test whether two numbers are equal to each other. And then we have the exclamation mark equal sign, which is going to be the not equal operator. This is going to test whether two numbers are unequal to each other. We have the greater than sign, less than sign, and the greater than or equal to operator, and the less than or equal to operator. And here we have some example code using Boolean expressions and comparison operators with numbers. So I'm going to copy this code and paste it inside of a Java Online editor inside the main method. So I'm going to run this program, and we'll see that we get false when we want to test whether 5 is equal to 3. That is not equal, so we get false. 5 is not equal to 3 will give us true. 5 is greater than 3 is indeed a true statement. 5 being less than 3 is a false expression. 5 is greater than or equal to 3 is true, and 5 is less than or equal to 3 is false. So here's how you can use comparison operators with numbers inside Boolean expressions. We can also use logical operators to combine multiple Boolean expressions into one. Say we want to test that right now it's a weekend and the weather is sunny, in which case we will perform an action like going to the park. Well, we can test the conditions individually, or we can combine them with a logical operator like the AND operator. The AND operator is going to evaluate the entire expression to true only when both sides are true. So this and that, both have to be true, and the entire expression is true. Two vertical bars is going to be the OR operator, which will give us true if one or both sides are true. So this or that. As long as one side is true, the OR operator is going to give us true. And then we have the NOT operator, the exclamation mark, and this is going to reverse the result. So not true is false, and not false is true. Here we have some examples of using logical operators, as well as comparison operators and numbers in Java. So I'm going to put this code inside of our editor, and we can see that both or all three lines are going to give us true. 10 modulus 2, so 10 divided by 2 is going to give us a remainder of 0. So this is 0, which is equal to 0. This is indeed true. So this first part is going to be true. 5 plus 2 is greater than 1. Well, 7 is indeed greater than 1. So true and true is going to give us true. On line 4, the second expression here, 1 is equal to 1 is true. 1 is not equal to 1 is false. But because we're using the OR operator, only one side have to be true for the entire expression to evaluate to true. And then we have not false. Well, that's going to be true. And here is where you can practice what we just learned by predicting the output of the following Boolean expressions. So here are 3 lines of Java code that uses Boolean expressions. take a look at this program and come back when you have your answers. Let's take a look at the first expression, true or false. Well, we know that the OR operator is going to give us true as long as one side is true, and that's the case in this line, so this entire expression will be true. False and true will give us false because the AND operator requires both this and that to be true. On line 3, we have a somewhat tricky expression. So 3 is less than 2. Let's take a look at the parentheses since that's going to be evaluated first. 3 is less than 2. That's false. And that's going to be reversed by the not operator here. So this entire thing is going to be true. Now we just need to know what this is and then run the AND operation on both sides. True or false, well, we know that this is going to be true. So this is true, reversed by the not operator. This is going to be false. And the AND operation, we know that we have to have both sides be true for the entire expression to be true. So this is going to give us false because this side is false. I'm going to check the answers by putting this inside of our editor and running this program. We should get true, false, and false, which is going to be what we see when we run this program. To summarize today's lesson, Booleans are used all the time in programming, and after we learn about conditional statements in the next chapter, you will be able to write programs that can essentially make decisions and perform different tasks based on Boolean expressions. And that's it for this video about Booleans in Java programming. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to our channel down below. With that said, thank you very much for watching and we'll see you in another video.